Y'all, as much as I love Angela Bassett, and as happy as I am that this sister is feeling beautiful, getting paid, and getting all the love and respect she deserves as a talented artist, as a talented actress. Y'all, they did her dirty in this movie, and it is not okay. It's not okay. When she had to bow before M'Baku, y'all, that hurt my feelings. That was that was the first time I wanted to walk out was when they were in the interrogation room. That scene, I was done with the movie. But like I said in my blog post, I couldn't leave because I had free tickets. I was there because Houston African American bloggers, whoop whoop, Houston African American bloggers hashtag HAB HAAB paid sponsored for members to see the movie. And I didn't want to disrespect their invitation, and I did not want to disrespect the fact that they allowed for me to be there. I respected that, so I sat my black ass in that chair, and I finished watching the movie. However, I was mentally done at that point. I knew it was all downhill from there. Beautiful images of black women, black men, be damned. I was done. The second time I was done was when the queen bowed before M'Baku. Y'all, that hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. Why? Why did they drop her like that? What did T'Challa's father tell him when he went to the realm of the ancestors? He told him to stand up because he was a king. So T'Challa got to stand up. But what did they do to the queen? They dropped her. Not only did she have to escape with no protection, she had no army. What kind of queen has no army? Even if it is a coup. Even if it is a coup. And what coup? I understand the army goes with typically, well, I don't know typically because I don't study coups. Let me be honest. But the handful of coups that I've seen in recent years, the army does tend to be taken over. However, there are loyalists. Who was loyal to the queen? Again, the highest matriarch of this movie, the woman who spoke life back into T'Challa when he was fighting in Baku, who told him, show him who you are. She spoke those words into that brother who was losing, and he was reinvigorated. She resurrected his 14th piece. She stood as I said, and she helped him regain his to help him keep his throne. That woman had to go before M'Baku and kneel on her knees. And if you want to be real about it, that was the G-rated version, because we all know what happens when you kneel on your knees before your enemy in that type of situation. In the best case scenario, her head would have been cut off. In the worst case scenario, they would have brutalized her. They would have, I mean, it was just, I was just so dumb. I was like, what the fuck? Are you serious right now? Is that what my eye is witnessing? Is this what like, seriously, we just go, yeah, okay. But then, you know, we kept it G-rated, so he was a benevolent king, and instead of doing what we know would have been done, he went ahead and showed her where T'Challa was, and she was able to make the potion and Lupita's character, they were able to resurrect him again. We're gonna get Lupita's character too in just a second, but yeah, so y'all, I'm passionate about that because she was the queen. There is no reason why not only was she not protected, but that she would have had to kneel. And what happens is the mother kneeled, and then what happened? Then the daughter kneeled, and the future queen kneeled. All the women kneeled. So the most powerful women in this movie, you had them on their knees before their enemy. And we okay with that? No. This movie was so disrespectful to the black woman. With that, let me change lanes and get over here to this African American. The only woman who was supposed to be an African American. In actuality, Lupita was the only, quote unquote, woman from the continent in this movie. All the other women in this movie were from America. However, switched the roles, and there was only one African American represented woman in this movie. I don't even know if she was African American. She might have been British American. I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I wasn't clear on that. I believe she was African American, and she had just traveled to the British Museum with Warmonger to get the vibranium that the British Museum had stolen, and that was also an interesting symbol, talking about the museum and art. You know what I'm saying? That was a clue as to what we were about to see. That whole museum keeps the culture. It's the place that holds on to the traditions and the cultures of people. And they alter them as they so choose. So just like the woman said that weapon that Killmonger wanted, she said it was from, I don't remember where she said it was from, but wherever she said it was from, he was like, no, that might be what you think, but no, boo, this is from Wakanda. That was interesting because that's exactly what happened in this movie. Whereas they told us it was one thing.